So welcome to Arundel Wetland Centre on a Sunday morning. It's quite early, we're not open yet, but I've brought you down to see the Dalmatian pelicans. So we've got 4 of them, 4 females. They're great. I'll flip it around so you can see it better, I think. So there they are, 3. There's one there, and there's one just there on the log. They like to sit on the log. Oh yes, go on. Beautiful. So these pelicans have a wingspan of 11 feet. They can live as far south as sort of the edges of the Sahara Desert in North Africa. And they are on the CITES protected list. We've got 4. So they're all named after Marvel characters. Swan just landing. So that's a mute swan. That's wild, it's nothing to do with us. And it's been followed by a little coot there. He probably wants to be a swan when he grows up. You all right, mate? Now, the trouble with me standing here is it's almost their feed time and they think I'm going to feed them, so I'm going to move off. See you later, pelicans. So in here we've got birds that are from coastal settings. We're not a coastal site here, we're actually a river site. And these are waders called avocets. Now the birds around them are redshanks. Hello, sweethearts. And they got that shaped beak there. That's for digging down into the sort of mud flats at low tide to find things to eat. On the avocets, and those redshanks are just so cute. Look. And they do fly about the aviary, the redshanks. Right, let's see what else is in the aviary. So we've got these boards here that explain what they are. That's the reds. Right, now over here. Hello, babies. Oh, look at that. Have a little waterfall. Let's get a bit closer and see what we've got. Find the scalies for you. And over the little bridge. All brand new and sparkly. Very nice. So it's really important that we can allow access to wheelchairs, you see. So everything is a nice, straight, low path, no lumps and bumps. Now, here are the scaly mergansers. So these were hand reared. We do have the parents here, but what we did was we hand reared these. I'm just going to take you around a bit closer. Ooh. Hello, darlings. Hello, sweethearts. So these are scaly mergansers. They are called, let's see if I can remember, Obi, Yoda, and another Star Wars name. Anyway, they're named after Star Wars characters. You see a theme happening in our reserve now, don't you? And at the moment they're having a little Sunday morning nap. And they're napping on the side of our diving duck tank. So every day we do a talk here and we put some feed into this water and the birds swim down there and show how they swim and feed beneath the water. So out there we've got some longtails, we've got some scoters, we've got some harlequins. Hello, sweeties. Happy Sunday morning to you all. There's the scoters in the water. They're very good at the diving duck feed. They like to dive for attention. There's a harlequin sitting on the rock in the middle. Hello, sweetie. Another redshank. Right, so we're going to head out of... These are the feeders. let's head out of here now. I'm going to go and get some work done. So just headed out of the aviary, and then we head into the next exhibit up here. Whoops. And as the sign says, you've got to keep the gate shut because you don't want to let the goose loose. So this is a mixture of our birds and wild birds. Sure, we're going that way. We've got two ponds here. Hi, sweeties. Hello. So here you see we've got wild ducks like the mallards here. Now the wild ducks come down here because we feed our birds, and of course it's good opportunity to get some wheat a couple of times a day. So let's take you around the corner here. Yes, we've got 60 acres here at Arundel, and we opened in 1976. The trust is actually 75 years old. That opened in 1946. Now let's meet one of our successes. So this is a Hawaiian goose. It's a Canadian goose that went to live in Hawaii, decided not to leave, and actually adapted to Hawaii's climate and its geology. And if you look in its neck, it's got this sort of air conditioning in its neck where the feathers have lots of gaps in it to let the heat out. And its feet, instead of being completely webbed, a little bit difficult to see, but they're actually, yes, better. They're actually adapted to walking on volcanic rock. Now these were almost extinct. In the 50s they got down to 30 birds, and that's when our founder, Sir Peter Scott, took on a breeding programme. And so they're sort of one of our iconic birds because we saved them from extinction. We've reintroduced them back into the wild in Hawaii, and they're now off the endangered list. And we do have one that's hand-reared called Casper. Oh, they love, hiya! They love lettuce as a treat. In Hawaii they're known as nenes, and that's spelled N-E-N-E. Nenes. Nene. Yeah, you are. Right, we'll see a bit more of this exhibit. So I've got to go and open the centre in a minute. It's all about the Hawaiian goose. These are definitely wild birds. So these pigeons rather like it because of the feeding that we do here. They pretend to be rare and endangered. So around the feeder, look. So the old pigeons, they think this is amazing. They think it's a 5-star resort. Now they're just Canadian geese there. They're wild, nothing to do with us. They just come and eat here. Everything there is just wild birds that just decide to live here. It's fine if we go up here. So in our 60 acres here, it's all managed wetlands. We've got reed beds. I'll show you all of it eventually. Just this bit for this morning. Hello, pigeon. Are you a rare and endangered bird that I need to feed? Oh, no, he says. Not doing that. Oh, right. Let's go and see some magpies. Right, these are magpie geese. Slightly freaky because they're able to climb trees. They're sort of the missing link in the in that they don't really act like geese. Yeah, honk honk. This funny thing in the water, that's how we feed our diving ducks. So their food is put in there and they dive underneath for it, and it means those horrible little seagulls, the scavengers, don't actually get their food. We've got another swan up here, another mute. Oh, just a wild mute swan. Yes, you are. You're a wild mute swan. I saw that. Having a little preen. And of course, it's October, so nobody's worrying about breeding season at the moment. That's well over. Nobody's fighting for territory, and everything's really quite sedate here today. Noisy, aren't they? Mine, mine, mine. That's the magpies. It's one of our many kayaks for rounding up and sorting things out. That's that bit. That's the end of this little bit. Oh, there's a couple more ninnies or Hawaiian geese. Hi, ninnies. Honk. We've got little houses dotted around with them as well. Now, let's go over the wiggly bridge. It's our little wiggly bridge. Just helps you to get a little bit closer to the action. Back over here with the wild birds. There's a coop there. Oh, there's a couple of collection birds amongst that. Yeah, they don't want to be videoed. Look at them go. That's obviously something I said. Ah, they're the wood ducks. So lovely. Yeah, bye, mallards. They just go fly to a different part of the reserve because we're not open yet, so I'm causing a bit of a fuss being here this early. They're not used to it. Ninnies. Hey, sweetie. Hello, how are you? I'm all right. Good. It's James. One of our many gulls. I suppose we're about 7 miles from the sea, so we get a lot of gulls here. But we're right next to a river, the River Arun. Right. Okay, so let's head you back, because otherwise I won't get my work done. Hawaiian goose approaching, thinking I've got food. Look. Hi, sweetie. You want some breakfast? You not had your breakfast? I know. It's terrible, isn't it? I'm sure you have had your breakfast. You just want a second breakfast. You want a second breakfast? Well, that is gorgeous. You're very beautiful, aren't you? Yeah. Right. See you later. I'll go and let the people in. I'll go and let the public in. Okay, I'll do it now. Bye. Right, I am off now. I'll see you later.